Hi, my name is Beer, and let's start with Remnant from the Ashes. This is a third-person RPG shooter where the world has been thrown into a chaos by an ancient evil from another dimension. Or as one gamer on Steam pointed out, they just ripped off a plot from Neverending Story. That's a shame, but in general, this is a great game. If I had to describe it in one word, it would be RPG Dark Souls with guns. Yes, that is a one word if you throw out the gaps between them. And I did sue me, so he as one of the last remnants of humanity, you must set out alone or alongside up to 2 other survivors to face down hordes of deadly enemies, rebuild and take what was lost. The strongest side of the game is various guns and weapons. They are really good looking and fun to use. You know how in some games you get a nice looking gun, but there's no real satisfaction to shoot it? Well, that's not the case in Remnant. Also, people are praising the great co-op mode, so you can play the game with your mother-in-law and do some nice bonding together. Syberia, the world before. Game consists of 2 parts. In the first one, you will play as a girl who is beginning a brilliant career as a pianist. However, shadows begin to appear over her future at the dawn of the Second World War. And the next part of the story will take the action to a year of 2004, where you will play as the girl imprisoned in the salt mine when a tragic event propels her into a new adventure in search for her identity. So here you will play in both timelines and explore a fantastic and poetic world with its amazing sceneries. One thing I can say for sure, this game is beautiful. Of course, not as beautiful as you, my friend, but still looking very good. The art direction is at the top level, and it alone should spike your interest in this adventure game with a great story, especially if you like to solve some complicated puzzles and not crack hardest riddles. Oh yeah, sadly this game is not for the weak. It will squeeze your brain power quite well, and all that is accompanied with a symphonic soundtrack composed by Einon Zur. You will probably know his tracks from Syberia 3, Fallout, Dragon Age and Prince of Persia. Also, you can try the demo version for free on Steam. Ghostwire Tokyo. Here the city is overrun by deadly supernatural forces after 99% of population just vanished. You will use a powerful arsenal of spectral abilities to fight the paranormal threat and unravel the mystery behind the mass disappearance. It may sound and look a bit like a horror game, but the main emphasis is set not on the horror, but on the fast-paced gameplay where you use your powerful abilities and can fight various ghosts like a true ghostbuster, or more like a ghost eliminator, because you kill them, duh.
How can you kill somebody who's already dead?
Oh, shut up, it's not a science game. And seriously, the game has a rating that allows 12-year-olds to play, so grow your mental balls and dive in. Totally accurate battle simulator. I remember when I installed it for the first time, it sucked me in for like 4 hours non-stop. And I am almost 40 years old, dude. I've seen a lot and it's really hard to entertain me. But I'm not kidding, this is one of the most entertaining games I have ever played in my life. It has no real depth, it's just pure fun. All you have to do here is to choose your units wisely and then they fight. And observing these battles is pure entertainment. Although you will get bored from it rather quickly. I think I enjoyed it for 2 days before uninstalling. To be exact, 2 amazing days. You know, as I always say, it's just like that dog you took from the shelter. First 2 or 3 days are fun and the rest is just a routine for 11 years. It's a good thing that Totally Accurate Battle Simulator has no feelings, it will never get sick, it doesn't shed its fur to your coffee, and you can abandon it anytime you want. Anyway, the time you will spend with this game will be a quality time, no doubt. I cannot recommend this stupid game enough, just try it. It's awesome no matter how old or young you are, the game is for everyone. Grim Dawn Definitive Edition, one of the most loved action RPG indie games of all time. The bundle is more expensive than just a plain Grim Dawn game, but it includes all 3 expansions with additional character classes, gear appearance customization, movement skills, equipment skill modifiers, and additional side content accessible prior to finishing the original game's main questline. You can also enter the Crucible, an alternate game mode for quick experience and loot, develop complex characters, gather hundreds of exotic unique items, and make difficult life-changing decisions. You know, should you wear that good-looking but a bit weak helmet or that ridiculous more powerful one? It's really important to look good in RPG games because nobody wants monsters laughing at you. Everyone knows that all those demons have PhD in fashion, so you want their respect. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. This is a slightly better version of classic Age of Empires 2, but in general it's the same old game. If you played Age of Empires a long time ago, you'll probably notice nothing new except the graphics. And those are really nice, you can even zoom in a little. Yeah, a lot of stuff is updated, like farms, receding automatically, more aggressive AI, slightly better pathfinding, and a bit of rebalanced technologies and units. Also, 4 new civilizations are included: Bulgarians, Cumans, Tatars, and finally Lithuanians, who were one of the most powerful nations in Europe in the Middle Ages. Also keep in mind that if you make a game with 4 other AI opponents with a population of 200, you will better borrow that supercomputer from NASA, because otherwise you will learn what an astronomical lag means. Anyway, if you are feeling nostalgic, the price is great, just do it. The Evil Within 2. Here you will play as a detective Sebastian Castellanos who has lost everything. Well, that is written in the game's description, but I honestly hope that he didn't lose his balls. You know, that would suck. So anyway, you were given a chance to save your daughter and have to descend into the nightmarish world. Horrifying threats emerge from every corner as the world twists and wraps around you. Here you can craft traps, sneak, run and hide, or try to battle the horrors with limited ammo. Sounds familiar? Yep, if you are a fan of such games like Resident Evil, the second part of The Evil Within will hit straight into your feelings. Outlast and Outlast 2. This first-person horror game became a classic soon after the release. Here you are no fighter. If you encounter a horror, you have only 3 options: run, hide, or die. And it's definitely one of the scariest games I have ever played. It has a good story, nice ending, and more jump scares that you can possibly imagine. If you have a weak heart, it would be even more fun. You know, what can immerse you more into the game than your real life, huh? Second part, Outlast 2, is also great, but it is set in a totally different place. While in the first Outlast you can explore a terrifying asylum, in the second part your helicopter crashes near a village full of crazy people. Not as crazy as your ex, but still really terrifying. Sands of Aura. Although the game is played from top-down perspective and looks like a hack-and-slash RPG, which it is, Sands of Aura is actually more like a top-down Dark Souls, meaning that you will die a lot and then you will die some more. Sands of Aura has really beautiful graphics, and despite it's a hard game, you can control your hero quite easily and kill some monsters without a sweat. Well, after some practice. To be honest, after a lot of practice. For some of you, practice may not help at all. Well, that escalated quickly. Otherwise, it's a decent game. But keep in mind that it is in early access and you may want to wait for the full release, because they are resetting the progress with every update. Although on the other hand, it's a great chance to obtain it a bit cheaper and play only on the release date. Well, it's up to you. And finally, a bonus deal, Disco Elysium The Final Cut plus Control Ultimate Edition bundle. When I was making the list for this Steam Halloween sale, I included both Disco Elysium and Control in my top 10, and then I saw that you can buy them both and save a little more. So I'm not encouraging you to blindly spend your money. If you want to do that, there is a thanks button under this video, so better click that one. But if you were planning to play both of these games in the future, it may be a great deal for you. Also, check out the Bethesda Sale on GOG, The Evil Within 1 and 2, all Dishonored games, Prey, Call of Cthulhu and few others are greatly discounted. And from the weekly GOG sale, I do recommend you to try Graveyard Keeper, a wonderful game. You will find my link to the sale in the description below. All the games are DRM free and refunds are supported for up to 30 days.
Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.